by Jay Nathaniel. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
Shooter taking a shot deep. Open target! From left to right, sets off. Oh,
Down!
watch who he's gonna set up. He's gonna go for it. Fell from the sky into Aaron Ike's hand.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Lexington, Kentucky. We're at Kroger Field for Kentucky and Tennessee. We got a really hot night for football, 90 degrees, just a light breeze here in Lexington. The overcast skies, and we're set up for the last regular season game of season 20, and we are underway here on YouTube for PX1 Sports. Kentucky is going to start off with the football here past the 50. Big return there to start off the game here for Kentucky.
Yeah, this is a rivalry game. You know that tension is going to be high in this one.
All right, so that's TJ Cunningham. I'm Kurt Andrews. This is Noah Johnson by my side here in the broadcast booth. Really excited to get this game going here. We got really good rivalry matchup here between Kentucky and Tennessee. We got Lamandon Lloyd with an 18-yard reception there. Good start here for Kentucky early.
Oh, so Kurt, I have a question for you. What do you think Tennessee is going to have to do coming into this game, a 18.5 underdog in this game?
Well, they just snapped the losing streak last week. Very long losing streak, so they're just going to have to build off that momentum. Kentucky is a very talented team, so it's going to take a lot to overcome. But I have a feeling that if they just stay calm and focus in the moment, Kentucky doesn't have as much to lose. So if they just stay focused and stick to their game plan, then Tennessee could come out on top today. So we got a pass down the center here. Caught for a 15-yard gain. That's Ricky Rack with the reception. And that's another first down and 10 for Kentucky inside the Tennessee 10.
You know, I'm kind of looking to try to change the word yak into rack. I'm hoping rack here can maybe have a big game here, so we might change it as a whole.
All right, so shotgun formation here for TJ Cunningham. He takes the snap. He's going to hand it off to Cole Marks. Touchdown, Kentucky. On the board early here in front of this home crowd. And that has to get this home crowd riled up. So hot early start here for Kentucky. Yeah, it's Cunnington. Stand corrected there. So Kentucky is going to kick it off here to Tennessee, and Tennessee is going to start off the offense here. Try to get it rolling early and match Kentucky's 7.
And I'm really liking the way that Kentucky's field set up. I like their end zone paint. It's really nice. I bet this is a crazy atmosphere for Tennessee to walk into.
Yeah, really nice uniform combo as well on the field today for Kentucky. Repping that dark gray. As we see Sterling Verdugo line up under center here. Passes out to the left side of the field. He's got his man Tyrone White for 8 yards. That's a good start.
Yeah, I'm excited for Sterling Verdugo. He's really put up some crazy numbers last week. 5 touchdowns, 551 yards to take his team to the first win in a very long time.
And here's Verdugo on the read option left side. He's going to get the first down. Nice little 4-yard rush, and the chain gang is moving forward.
Yeah, we know that this offense has a really good, dangerous passing game, but I'm hoping to see Michael Vanderslice get involved too, like he is right now.
Yeah, good run there, 9 yards. And we saw it in our last YouTube game. The defense really struggled with the run, and I hope we see a lot of that here today. You know, the run game's very important to setting up a proper offense. As we see a pass here out to the left side. Could have been cut off there, but Vanderslice gets away with it. It's going to be 3rd and 5 now for Tennessee.
Yeah, with this Kentucky defense, oh, go ahead.
And it looks like it's going to be picked off. That is Teddy Legend on the interception. Bad start for the Tennessee offense.
Yeah, we've been preaching this all day earlier. A turnover. We didn't get one until late, but we've got one in the first quarter here. Very exciting. Let's see if Kentucky can use that momentum and carry it into this offensive drive.
A great start here for Kentucky, as it's going to be Cunnington off on the read option here to the right side, getting 7. Really pushing this Tennessee offensive line around. Going to be very interesting to see how Tennessee can respond and try to slow down this Tennessee offense.
Yeah, that was a really respectable run by TJ Cunnington. We'll see if they can still, plays like that will keep your offensive alive and keep it going.
Cunnington looking to the right side here. He's got a man, breaks the tackle. There's a cheeky little hurdle there, but still 0 yards. 3rd and 3 coming up for the Wildcats.
Yeah, a lot of effort, not much production there.
We got 5 wide receivers, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Cunnington back to pass, looking down on the right side of the field. He's got a man, breaks a tackle, somehow found the open space there. That's Shad Sanders. Great play there to break the tackle, cut upfield, and find the space to get the first down and keep this drive moving.
Yeah, Shad Sanders there, you need to wrap up games like this. If you get a lot of yak like that, it's gonna keep this offense alive. So Alex Thompson, number 25, I really feel like he needs to wrap up there because he could have really helped them.
Back to pass here. Cunnington again down the middle, short little pass. Cole Marks this time on the reception, and Kentucky's just working it short here, but they've busted a few of these open.
Yes, great pickup there. As you can see, they're 5 from 5 for passing. They're killing it in the passing game right now.
Moving down the field quickly here, down the seam again. It's Shad Sanders with another reception. 16 yards there on the play, right down the middle. Caught the linebackers of Tennessee there sleeping. And really good drive here by Kentucky after scoring a touchdown last possession.
Yeah, that was Shad Sanders out of Flowery Branch, Georgia, really being a crucial part of this drive here.
Shotgun formation yet again here. Cunnington's going to fake the handoff and just throw it out the back of the end zone. First incompletion of the day after going for 6 straight. Hot start for Kentucky. Can they keep it going here?
Yeah, I hope that they can really, with the success that they've had so far in this drive, I'm really hoping they can cap it off with a touchdown.
Cunnington has all day in the pocket, throws touchdown. Lamandon Lloyd. 13-0 Kentucky, and they're opening it up early. Tennessee's really going to have to get their heads in the game here.
Yeah, they're really going to have to lock in here, and they're going to play some tough football. Because as we know, this is a reigning national championship program. So, Kurt, what are your thoughts of what Tennessee needs to do to really slow down this Kentucky offense?
I mean, obviously Kentucky's coming out with emphasis on the passing game, so you really got to get your defensive back coaches, get them to fire up the secondary just a little bit, because they're kind of sleepy a little bit here to start the game. And despite the fact that Kentucky doesn't have all that much to lose, they're still coming out hot here, and definitely on a higher level of play right now than Tennessee. So you just got to get that secondary woke up.
I'm definitely getting a David versus Goliath moment here, but as we know, I feel like a lot of people pull innately for Tennessee to try to succeed here. But with Kentucky heading into the postseason, they're really trying to make a statement that they're not someone to take lightly.
And right there we saw, I believe that was Tyrone White on the reception. 9-yard gain. Good start here for the drive. Let's see if they can keep this ball out of the defensive players' hands. So they throw it out on a swing route here to the running back, Vanderslice, and that's going to lose 6, and that is the opposite of what you want to do.
Yeah, you need to go north and south, not east and west. Play that.
Shotgun formation here, 3rd and 7. You already get a sense that this is a huge 3rd down early as he's looking deep. Got a man caught down the sidelines of the 20. Inside the 15-yard line. Darian Hall with a 60-yard reception, and that is a way to get your team woke up right there.
Yeah, what a great catch by number 3, Darian Hall at Auburn. Is that Washington State? Yeah, that was a great pickup there for him, and it's going to really bring the lights back into this Tennessee offense.
Yeah, definitely the kind of momentum shifting play that they needed, but they got to keep it going. Cannot let it stop rolling. So we got a shotgun formation here. Verdugo gets sacked there on the play. Didn't quite catch the number. Was that 72?
Yeah, I don't think 72 is an actual, I think it's a walk-on. Maybe
Big
that guy needs a
sack
scholarship.
right
That guy got in there. He didn't even have time to breathe.
That was Harry Harrison on the sack. He just blew straight through the offensive line right there. Time to see what Tennessee can do. Verdugo, play action, and kind of looked like that one sailed over the head of the intended receiver, but that was triple coverage anyway. Probably not the best spot to try to place the ball.
Yeah, but I have faith here in this Tennessee team. I feel like they can convert here.
3rd and 15, Verdugo back to pass, finds a man underneath. Dusty James on the reception, and that's just not going to do it. 4th and 8 coming up, and it's field goal time for the Tennessee Volunteers.
Yeah, he really just set his kicker up for a safer kick there.
Here comes Skip Harris from the right hash. The kick is up, and it is good. Tennessee is on the board, and now time for their defense to come out, make a stand, and try to will their team back into this game a little bit. It's only a 11-point lead, but you feel like Kentucky's kind of rolling early.
Yeah, they're definitely getting something going very quick. They're really setting themselves apart away from this Tennessee team.
Lamandon Lloyd there with a pretty impressive return right after his touchdown reception just a few moments ago on offense. And here we go with the Kentucky Wildcats. They're going to line up shotgun formation. They got 3 wide receivers out right. Cunnington back to pass, finds a man left side of the field. That's going to be Deshaun Booker on the reception. 2nd and 2 coming up for the Wildcats.
Yeah, I'd definitely say keep an eye on this Lamond Lloyd. Keep your eye on Lloyd here, number 6, because he is leading this team in receiving yards for the season.
Good rush there to the outside by Cole Marks. Just found the edge, followed the blockers, and everything just opened up out there for him. Great way to get the running game involved here early.
Yeah, way to pick up the 1st down and give your offense another 3 lives to keep continuing.
Looks like we got an option play, and there's a fumble on the play. Cole Marks luckily falls on top of it. It's going to be a loss of 10. Cunnington should have probably held on to that one. Almost turned bad. Luckily, Marks was back there.
Yeah, you need to have a little more mental fortitude there. You can't just throw it out just because you're about to get hit. You really need to hold on, but great defensive play there to try to almost force a big turnover.
So it's going to be Marks here on the run, up the middle, breaking tackles, going over people. It's going to be an 11-yard rush. Way to get a more manageable 3rd down here off the run.
Yeah, he put a lot of hate into that running right there.
3rd and 9 coming up. It's going to be 5 wide for the Wildcats here as they try to convert here on 3rd down. Pressure coming. Gets the pass off anyway. That is going to be Lamandon Lloyd with another big reception in this game. Already up to 48 yards and a touchdown on the day.
Well, that's Kentucky's number 1 guy right there. They left him open underneath, and you can't allow him. You have to put your best player on him to try to disrupt this flow of this offense.
Let's see if Tennessee can respond here. It's going to be 1st and 10. Knocking on the door of the red zone. Cunnington back to pass, pressure coming, gets the ball off, and it's going to be tipped. Who was that as the intended receiver? I couldn't quite catch the number.
Yeah, neither.
Looked like kind of a 50-50 ball there.
Yeah, you gotta I mean, defense was there to be physical and play on it, so I would say the defense won that one there.
Rush started coming a little bit, but still able to get it off to Marks there with a nice little reception. Sets it up as 3rd and short here for the Wildcats. And Tennessee's got to try to force field goal right here.
Yeah, this is a big defensive play here.
Pressure comes, and that, oh, actually we got a flag, a holding? Oh, the dreaded clipping. Take it back. Almost had a touchdown there. That was going to be Lamandon Lloyd's 2nd of the day. Caught him wide open. Not a single defensive player in the same zip code. And we got 3rd and 1 coming up here for the Wildcats.
Yeah, you can see the head coach of Kentucky there pleading his case.
All right, it's going to be Cunnington back to pass yet again. Has all day in the pocket. Throws it out towards the left side of the field. Malachi Kopp, the reception. He kind of floated that one up there. Gave Tennessee time to react, but still got the reception. Tennessee reacted just a tad bit too late.
Yeah, way to hold on. The physicality there was great. You got to give props to the receiver to hanging on to that one.
So here we go, 1st and goal set up inside the 4-yard line here. They're just going to hand it off. Touchdown, Kentucky. 20-3 early, and Kentucky is rolling. Cole Marks with a touchdown here, and Tennessee's really got to find a way to answer because this home crowd is energetic.
Yeah, you're all the way up in Kentucky here, pretty far away from Tennessee, and you've got the last game of the season, and you're coming off a win as Tennessee, and I feel like a lot of people in this league are rooting for you. I feel like you have what it takes to maybe upset this team, but this is no easy challenge for Tennessee here.
Tennessee gets prepared to set up on the offense here. Got to see an answer out of the Volunteers. It was a long losing streak, 38 straight games, and you'd hate to see a new one start right after they got the big win last week against Syracuse.
Yeah, they really played lights out. They really showed what they have the weapons for there. But they're playing against a very established, hard-hitting Kentucky team. So we'll see what they can do.
So Verdugo is going to pass out here to Darian Hall. Quick little, kind of looked like a curl route almost. And that's going to set it up for 2nd and 6 here.
Yeah, Tennessee's quarterback here, Sterling Verdugo, he's not playing bad ball. It's just they need big plays.
All right, we got a quick Twitch update here. Ohio State currently leads 9-0 on the Michigan Wolverines with 7 minutes and 30 left in the second. Close scoring game over there in the game. And this one's almost picked off. Jared Klein almost gets in on the action here.
Yeah, Jared Klein, he's very upset that he let that one go. But if you're Tennessee, you're very, very lucky he didn't come down with that one. But you need to get back to your play style here and really collect yourself.
And another Twitch update coming in here quick. 6-yard touchdown pass to Corbin Hardin as Ohio State now takes a 17-0 lead with 7 minutes and 29 left in the second quarter there. And you gotta think that's kind of surprising. 17 points up on the Wolverines after the Wolverines have had a pretty good season so far. So yeah, definitely make sure to keep an eye on that game over on Twitch.
Yeah, Michigan's been playing very, very good. I know, Kurt, that you are not too happy about that result.
Yeah, not the result that my totally unbiased commentator position is looking for. But we got Kentucky here setting up. Get ready for offense. And all they need to do is keep it rolling right here. I mean, another touchdown, and this one is fully in Kentucky's control.
Yeah, I feel like they've just been walking all over this Tennessee defense, and their offense has just been doing whatever they want, really.
So out here, we got Cunnington cutting up the middle of the field on the read option. Kind of a late whistle there as he was down. And at the end of the first quarter, it's 21-3 with Kentucky out front. Stay tuned. You're watching the CFSL on PX1 Sports on YouTube. All right, and welcome back to the second quarter here. Kentucky leads 21-3 over the Volunteers as we got Cunnington running again, this time only getting to line of scrimmage following that really impressive read option play on the last play.
Yeah, it was a defense won that play there. There's no loss, no gain, but defense did a good play there.
Cunnington has all day to find his receiver, and he gets one. That's going to be Ricky Rack on the left side of the field, 11 yards on a first down. And my goodness, does Tennessee's defensive line need to get some pressure?
Yeah, they need to get it on there. And we know that they're, let's see.
We got an option out here. Cunnington's going to pitch it out. That's going to be Lamandon Lloyd, first down as he fights for the extra yards. No, second and inches. I definitely feel like that was a first down. But
speaking about this defensive line for Tennessee, they have some dangerous edge rushers here.
And touchdown,
really
Kentucky, right down the middle of the field, untouched. That's going to be Deshaun Booker on the reception. And I don't know what the Tennessee defense was doing, but they kind of looked lost there as Booker just walked right behind the defense and found an open space.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. We saw some goofy plays on this drive from Kentucky, but they both succeeded immaculately. Went exactly the way they wanted. We had Ricky Rack with a silly little Mario hop, and then we had the defense lost there.
All right, well, Tennessee here, down 28-3. What do you want to see out of the Volunteers here on offense?
I mean, big plays. We had Darren Hall with a big catch there earlier. I think they really need these big chunk plays. They need maybe a pass. Like, their pass game is nothing to sneeze at. They can really get that involved, maybe some deeper plays. They've got the weapons to do something.
And we got another surprising update here on the game going over on Twitch. 47-yard touchdown pass to Eden Ballard, and Ohio State goes up 23-0 with 6 minutes left in the second. Michigan has only 30 yards of offense so far in the game.
Kurt, I think pigs are flying because no one expected Michigan to take such a huge nosedive like they have been. They've been doing immaculate all season. They've been really good, but then this Ohio State team and the rivalry is playing lights out. Like, why couldn't they have done that all season? Why do they need to wait till the rivalry game?
Yeah, that's why they call it the greatest rivalry in college football. Anything can happen in the game as Vertigo almost gets sacked there. Still finds a way to get the ball out to Appio there. And that's going to be a 5-yard reception. 2nd and 5 coming up for the Volunteers.
Yeah, 2nd and 5. That was a good little pickup. We're going to see what they can do here going into the second down.
Verdugo back to pass yet again. Throws. Oh, my goodness. Teddy Legend had a pick earlier. Almost got another one right there. Bad pass there by Verdugo, and he's really got to get his head in the game. The head coach really needs to get his quarterback focused in this game. So he's back to pass here, and he is going to get sacked. No, he gets the ball off. Gets it to his running back, Vanderslice. And I guess that's one way to make up for the bad pass, because I have no idea how he even got that ball off.
What is going on here? Did he get hit? I think he got hit like 3 times, did he not, Kurt? And he still got the ball off in such a tight window.
You could barely even see his body there as he's back to pass yet again. Finds a receiver left side of the field. This time Tyrone White for 9.
That brings up 2nd and 9.
Man, I'm still just dumbfounded off of that play. That was just crazy. Wasn't that a 3rd down pickup, or what was that, Kurt?
I think that was 3rd down, yeah. As Verdugo is back to pass, throws, corner of the end zone, incomplete. Teddy Legend again, he's all over these receivers today, knocking balls down left and right. He has a pick on the day. What a difference maker so far.
Yeah, Teddy Legend's really playing lights out for this Kentucky defense. I mean, you can make the argument that he's been the reason a lot of times Tennessee hasn't been doing too much on offense. They had such a great offensive play earlier, breaking 3 tackles and completing a big chunk play to pick up a first down. But then he threw it up to a guy for a 50-50 ball, but you can't throw it up on Teddy like that. He's been playing lights out today.
All right, Verdugo back, handing it off here. That's going to be Michael Vanderslice there. As the Twitch updates are coming in fast and furious. 25-yard touchdown pass to Jason Breeze Jr. as the Wolverines finally find the scoreboard. They went for 2. It was successful. It is now 23-8 with 4 minutes left in the second quarter over on Twitch. Cunnington passes down the middle, finds Ricky Rack for 4, and Kentucky's really trying to work the short passing game.
Yeah, they're definitely in control mode. They're just trying to bleed this clock out because, and believe it or not, you can bleed it out this early. If you have a 20, 25-point lead, you can do a lot here, and you're in complete control over this game.
And I'm not sure what Cunnington was thinking there. Booker was in the area, but he well overthrew him, and it looked like the corner had pretty tight coverage there.
I mean, you just got to put that on the wide receiver there. That was just a great toe tap drag swag. So, I mean, it's all receiver.
Yeah, Kentucky's really got to try to stay focused here. Making passes like that won't retain this lead as they pass it out to the left side of the field. Gets knocked away there. Looks like Jordan Howard on the deflection that time. And Tennessee's tightening up on defense here a little bit.
Yeah, you would hope they can maybe get a sack or a turnover. Maybe that will be the momentum they need because they have a lot of time here still left in this game. They can come back.
So Cunnington with what appeared to be a quarterback power there gets almost the first down there. 3rd and inches coming up. This is a big 3rd down for Tennessee.
Yes, this would be a very, very important play right here.
They got a man wide open left side of the field. That's LeMannon Lloyd continuing his really impressive day today so far. 69 yards on the day for him so far.
Yeah, and TJ Cunningham, he has made a couple silly mistakes here and there, but he has been playing pretty well. Only 3 incompletions on the day so far.
Gonna give it to Cole Marks here, and he's gonna get taken down in the backfield. Grace Stevens there on the tackle for a loss. Big play.
Yeah, what a great play there for the defensive line of Tennessee. They got back there, and he may have broke the first one, but you're not going to get away from the second guy. Tennessee's got some dogs on the line there.
5 wide receivers out here for Kentucky. And here comes the pressure. He gets smacked as he releases the ball. Still finds a way to get Deshaun Booker. Let's see, yeah, that was Grace Stevens again.
Yeah, Grace Stevens there with some good pressure there. Like I was saying, these defensive edge rushers are no joke. They can really change the factor of how this game goes.
He gets a little bit more of a clean pocket here, but Ricky Rack can't get it in time, and they're going to go for it. 4th and inches. Big play here for Tennessee. Surprising to see Kentucky come out 5 wide. Here's the snap. Cunnington's going to fake the quarterback keeper here. Throw it to the corner of the end zone. Shad Sanders with the toe tap touchdown for 16 yards and 6 for the Wildcats.
Yeah, the Wildcats are really just piling on here to these Volunteers. He was just wide open in the end zone. They're piling it on. They're making the gap is getting bigger and bigger here.
It definitely looks like Tennessee is a little bit out of this one today. Hopefully we see them fight back a little bit. Like I said last game, we've seen crazier. Again, going back to that Oregon and Penn State game, 35-7 at the half. Oregon comes back, and what seemed like a dominating performance by Penn State won that one in overtime. So a little tougher of a task for Tennessee, given the talent they're going up against compared to Tennessee's roster. But we'll see how it works out for them.
Yeah, I'm a believer. I believe in Tennessee. I think if there was a team to make a comeback, I think it'd be Tennessee. I'm going to ride off of their win from last week.
It'd be nice to have some Neyland Stadium magic here today, but unfortunately they have to defeat this deficit here on the road. Good pass there. Cavett on the reception. That's going to be a first down, Tennessee.
Yeah, it was a great little pickup there by Tennessee. I'm hoping to see some better spot catches, like maybe some underneath stuff to get that good yak going for this Tennessee offense.
And Verdugo is just going to launch this one into 3rd row. Maybe he saw a cute girl in the crowd, because that one was nowhere near a receiver.
Yeah, I mean, you could try to make the argument for a smart play, but I think that was a little too early for a pass out.
Verdugo throws it left side, wide open receiver down the sideline. Matt Cabot, 42 yards, and Tennessee's moving.
Yeah, Matt Cabot right there really showed what you can do if you hit the gym a lot. He broke 2 tackles there, but the only thing that stopped him was them pushing him out of bounds. I mean, great defense right there to push him out of bounds. It could have went for 6.
Tennessee is really going to need to start moving the ball here, and that was the answer they were looking for. Can they keep it going here on this next play? It's going to be a pistol set for Tennessee. Here's the snap. Verdugo's back to pass. Throws it right side. Got a man. Breaks through a tackle, but stumbles. Appio, 4-yard reception there. 2nd and 6 for the Volunteers.
Yeah, that was a great defensive play. I mean, you got to give it to the Tennessee running back, or who was it that? The tight end, Keon Io. Help me out here. What's his name? How do you pronounce that? Well, anyways, go ahead.
It's Appio.
Appio. Yeah, that was a great little play there, but there was a lot of Wildcats back there to stop him.
So 3rd and 1 coming up for the Volunteers here. 2 for 6 on 3rd downs, not where you want to be, especially with a deficit this big. Let's see if they can convert here. It's going to be Verdugo back to pass, finds a man right side. But again, we saw that on Kentucky's drive. He's just going to end up a bit short. And will Tennessee go for it?
Yeah, if I'm Tennessee, I'm definitely making this call. I'm definitely going for it. But I might even run it. I don't know about this 5-wide thing, but we'll see what they can do.
See if they do something quick here, and they will. Bubble screen out to the left. Cop for the first down. Evan Browen, I believe it is, with a 3-yard reception there. 1st and 10.
Well, it wasn't a bad pickup there. They figured it out. This is why they're coaching and I'm not.
A very smart play call there, and the contrast that was not a very smart decision. Feel like Verdugo needs to take a little bit more time in the pocket to go through his progressions.
Yeah, really needs to let these plays develop before he lets the ball go like that.
Verdugo back to pass here, looking, and he's just going to sail this over his receiver's head again, out the back of the end zone into the crowd. And here's another huge 3rd down for Tennessee.
Yeah, if you're Tennessee, you're not liking these 3rd down numbers. 2 and 7 is not a good look.
Back to pass, 5 wide receivers, and Verdugo's going to get wrestled down here. That was Plano Green on the sack. Big play for the Kentucky defense.
That's going to be sack number 5 on the season for him there.
And they're going to have to kick another field goal here. And Levine gets it. He's looking a little bit sketchy off the foot. Found its way through the uprights there. Just barely scraped in. Tennessee has 6, and you would have really loved to see a touchdown there.
Yeah, you really would love to see the momentum going in with Tennessee with that one.
Big truck there by Ricky Rack, 21 yards on the return. And time to see this Kentucky offense go to work again, and they've been nothing short of impressive.
Yeah, they've really controlled this game. They've done everything they really wanted this whole game.
All right, time to set up another offensive possession here. Kentucky looking to extend this lead. It's going to be Cunnington passing deep, man wide open. That's Malachi Cobb, and that is 6 for the Wildcats. Fast and furious, 75 yards to the house, and the lead gets bigger.
Yeah, that was just a great bomb there for it was TJ Cunnington to Malachi Cobb, and that was just a great play. That's the longest play I think we've seen today.
Yeah, 75 yards to the house. Big house call right there for Kentucky. And this Kentucky crowd is just rolling all over Tennessee. I think I see some pushing and shoving in the crowd.
Yeah, these Tennessee fans are not happy they drove all the way up here.
All right, Tennessee setting up here. And they're not looking too good here. 202 total yards on the day, but absolutely nothing to show for it.
Yeah, it's very, very sad. I mean, I'm rooting for Tennessee. I'm really hoping that they can amount some kind of offensive production here. But Kentucky's defense has really just been laying it on to them.
So Verdugo's going to find White over the middle. 2nd and inches, they call a timeout. And they really got to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, they have to go into the half with some momentum here.
Verdugo back to pass, throwing deep left side, got a man down the field. Matt Cavett, he had a big reception on Tennessee's last drive. This one's another 105 yards on the day, and that's going to set up Tennessee well into Kentucky territory.
Yeah, number 24, Matt Cavett out of Chattanooga, Tennessee, if I could pronounce that right. He broke the century mark today with that catch. We'll be seeing some very good production out of him.
All right, time to see what Tennessee can do to follow that one up. It's going to be a pistol set. They're going to send the running back out in motion, left side of the field. Verdugo's going to pass and gets Frank Chambers, but it's a loss of 4. And, man, Tennessee, what a way to kill your momentum after a big play.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be back and forth this whole thing, but you got to keep going with the momentum you just had earlier this drive.
And knocked away by Taj Washington there. Big deflection there for Kentucky. And you got to worry if Kentucky doesn't pick this one up. We're starting to get a little closer to that mercy.
Yeah, you're hoping that they can maybe amount something on this drive. I'm probably going to see a field goal, hopefully.
I think you have to go for it here for Tennessee, and they are.
I mean, smart play there.
A struggle game for them so far. The crowd is rolling all over them. 4th and 14. This already feels like the biggest play that we've had all game in terms of significance, because if Kentucky gets the stop, it's not looking good for the second half of this ball game.
Yeah, this is the loudest the stadium's been today. This is a very big, big play here.
You can almost see it shaking down there. They're going to bleed the clock all the way down to 2 seconds. Verdugo's back to pass, has time in the pocket, looks left side, caught by Dusty James for a touchdown. Are they going to review it? It looked close.
Let's see here on the instant replay. Just in. Wow.
All right. No review from the booth. They're going to give it to him. And we got a 42-13 ball game with 4 seconds left here in the half. And man, was that close.
That was really close. He was full stride there. Just got 1 foot down. That was Dusty James, if I'm wrong, correct me.
Yeah, really good play by Dusty there. They get the toe tap, and we got a man streaking down the field. Lamandon Lloyd, 55-yard return to end the half. So we got halftime here in Lexington, Kentucky. Your score is 42-13 here on YouTube. And, I mean, wow, there's a lot to take away from that half, mainly from the Kentucky side. What was your thoughts?
Kentucky's side of the ball has been completely dominant. They've had some really big plays, some big key plays that we can recall from, I think it was Teddy Legend. He had a couple good stops that were key there. I think if you're Tennessee, though, you need to get your head focused and locked in to make some better plays here, because a lot of these, throwing these plays out wide or in the flats, you're not getting the same production that you need. We've seen them do very good hitting out near the sidelines on some deep balls here. Maybe they can go back to that.
Yeah, I mean, you got to think about the quarterback situation. You see -10 rushing yards there for Tennessee, but what do you say to Sterling Verdugo to get him settled down here before the second half starts?
Well, Sterling, you're going into the final game this season. You know, you're down by a lot, but just relax and play football. Just have fun like you used to when you were a kid. And, you know, you have the ability to come out and play lights out like you did last week. 551 yards is not something to take lightly here.
So here we go, kicking off the second half here. PX1 Sports on YouTube. We got Kentucky, we got Tennessee, and Tennessee really has to try to score here, and not just to try to get back into the game, but to prevent Kentucky from mercying.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to be Tennessee and go with the mercy. You just came off the largest losing streak in CFSL
But they got a
history.
receiver left side running down to the 20 to the 10, touchdown! Matt Cabot, 2 back-to-back touchdowns here for Tennessee, and they don't want to go down without a fight.
What is he out on the day? Matt Cabot with another big catch for 6. What is he at receiving wise for the day?
I'm not sure, but all I know is that he is carrying this offense right now. Every big play you see, Matt Cabot is on the receiving end of it. And if you look at the total yards there, I don't know if you saw it pop up on screen, but it's like 399 to 349, I believe, on the day. That's not a big difference for the difference we see on the scoreboard.
Yeah, I think it really comes down to defensive stops. I feel like Tennessee's really getting closer to like that 30 or 40 range, but they just can't, end it. They can't just can't get right into field goal range.
Like we're getting clipping here. That's not a good way to begin your drive. They're gonna have to start at their own 15-yard line here. And if Tennessee can get a defensive stop here, they can make this thing interesting.
Yeah, I think the defense is in a really, really good position to really hold them here. And they're in perfect field position after a punt. They're at like the 50-yard line.
And we got a sack on the play. No, that was a design quarterback keeper, David Davis, for the tackle for a loss. Burst right through the line.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie, Kurt. I never believed too much into draw plays.
We got 5 wide receivers right here for Kentucky, set up deep in their own side of the field. We got read option here, but Cunnington kind of went backwards there a little bit before going forward, and he gets caught up after just 1 yard, and you got to cut up the field a lot sooner there.
Yeah, you really have to go north and south. You can't diddle-daddle going east and west, but we're going to see this is a big third down here.
Man in motion to the left side of the field here, back to pass, and this one's going to be almost picked off by Alex Thompson. What a stand by Tennessee, and their offense is getting the ball right back.
Yeah, Alex Thompson, we see him here and again making some big plays at some key moments. What a great defensive play by the free safety, Alex Thompson.
So after that good offensive possession to start, a good defensive stop, do you think that we're going to see Verdugo kind of get some confidence here and start to put on a clinic like he did last week?
Yeah, I wouldn't be opposed to it. I could foresee it. I'm using my psychic powers now. I see a good drive here from Verdugo, Sterling.
Well, we're about to find out. Here comes the Volunteers, and there's the man of the day. 5 receptions, 175 yards, and a touchdown for Matt Cabot. Pistol formation here for Tennessee. They're going to hand it off here. Going to bounce off of his own blocker. Vanderslice gets 0.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
Yeah, that's not what you're really wanting to start this drive, but we're going to see if Verdugo can maybe turn this drive around for him.
And another negative rush here as Kentucky gets in there fast. This time, Titan Thompson on the tackle for a loss. And man, Tennessee, it's kind of to the point where the run game has not worked for so long that you kind of have to abandon it with negative yards in the rushing game.
Yeah, you have to just drop that ship. That ship's already sank. You need to go back to the passing game. Matt Cabot has really been cooking for you guys.
And we get a broken tackle here as Vanderslice gets it somewhat close to field goal territory here. They're going to go for it. This is a smart call. 3 points doesn't do too much for you here. Gonna see what happens. Verdugo's back to pass. He's gonna look left side. Has a man. Matt Cabot coming up big again. And what a game for him. This is definitely a highlight of his career so far.
Yeah, we just saw 2 stars on both sides of the ball connect for the first time, I think, for today. We had Teddy Legend lay the hit on Matt Cabot. So we're seeing some 2 stars in one play there.
We got a pass down the middle on the curl route there. That's going to be,
That brings up 2nd and 1.
oh man, I'm losing my numbers. Tyrone White on the reception. 2nd and 1 here inside the PX1 Sports red zone for Tennessee. 5 wide receivers. Verdugo back to pass, going to go right back to a curl in the middle of the field. This time, Justin Sharpless.
Yeah, Sharpless with a very respectable catch there to, move the chains.
Got an update for you over on Twitch. Amarian Xander Martell with a scoop and score for a touchdown for Michigan. Ohio State leads 23-15 now with 5 minutes and 3 seconds left in the third. And what a terrible pass there by Verdugo. He should have just threw that out of bounds.
Yeah, he's been thrown in bounds all day, but he really just lobbed up one to the flats. And he's very, very lucky that I can go back for 6.
So Verdugo back to pass, feeling the pressure, scrambles out right. He's going down. Sacked by the Kentucky defense. This time, DeVito on the sack.
Yeah, DeVito with his 3rd sack on the season. And that was a very key moment there. Got him 3rd and 20 now. What would you do if you're in this situation, Kurt?
Well, it's 3rd and 20. I mean, if you're going to go for it on 4th down either way, 1st down is a touchdown, so just try to get half of this, maybe more. Quick route other than underneath or down the seam. So Verdugo's going to scramble here, and he goes down again. 4th and 24. Vincenzo DeVito once again with a sack, back to back. What a drive for him.
Yeah, that's number 5 on the season for sacks. He's at 2 for the game. He's really trying to close up this game for Kentucky's defense here.
So here's the situation where I would go for a field goal. 4th and 24. They're going to go for it anyway. Verdugo's going to look towards the back of the end zone, rising up, but it's not going to be caught. Going to be a turnover on downs. Kentucky ball. Went right through his hands there. He honestly should have had it.
Yeah, it went right through those 2 defenders' hands. He was right there in the middle. He just needed to hold on.
So another update for you over on Twitch. We had a 2-yard touchdown run for Ohio State. It's walk-on halfback. 30-15 lead now for the Buckeyes in the 3rd quarter with 4.5 minutes left in that game.
That makes it 2nd and 6.
Well, in the 3rd quarter, not in the game, but... Cunnington's going to hand it off here to Cole Marks down the middle, 11-yard rush. And Kentucky is going to need a lot more of that just to try to get this momentum back and calm themselves after Tennessee came out hot.
Yeah, they're definitely in control mode, trying to keep the possession of the ball so they can't let Tennessee get the offense.
And here we go, left side of the field. Cole Marks down inside the 20 to the 10. Touchdown, Wildcats. And we got a flag.
You gotta be kidding me.
Flipping on Kentucky. Oh my goodness, their coach has to be fuming right now against their offensive line.
That was such a pitch perfect. They were setting an example for the whole league how to run the ball outside. They even had a blindside moment. Their 65, I think, is their tackle, was all the way down in the end zone with his running back.
3 clippings now in the Kentucky Wildcats offense, and this one's going to get knocked away. Good contact there. And we're looking at 2nd and 9 now, and that clipping has completely changed the course of this game a little bit. I mean, it's still a far climb for Tennessee, but it helped them a lot.
Yeah, I feel like that might have been a momentum center. That really saved them from this lead extending. I mean, if you're Tennessee, you're still in this game. You're not out of it just yet.
Yeah, it's definitely going to hurt Kentucky's confidence a little bit. They got 3rd and 8 here coming up. 5 wide receivers. And he's going to get this one off down the middle. But a flag. A 4th clipping on the Kentucky Wildcats. And this time LeMandon Lloyd, who's had a tremendous day for the Wildcats. And this is starting to get crazy.
Yeah, I don't know who said it way earlier in this game when the first clipping call happened, but he was speaking the truth. That is crazy. I've never seen this many clipping calls in a game.
3rd and 11 now. And this one's almost picked off by Tay Allison. Wow. Kentucky stopped themselves there, to be quite frank. Tennessee was on their heels. They were losing the defensive battle, but Kentucky shoots themselves in the foot and gives the ball back to Tennessee here.
Yeah, you're just making discipline mistakes. You need to be more disciplined, obviously, and not let these clipping calls keep affecting you, because you scored on one play, and then you had another one that just killed your drive. If you just need to be more disciplined.
Very surprising to see a championship caliber team make so many mental errors like this, as Dusty James is found on the right side for 8 yards. He has 44 yards on the day and a touchdown. And Verdugo is starting to put up a little bit of yards here. Got to be a little bit wary if you're the Kentucky defense right now.
Yeah, I mean, you've got to feel down in the dumps after that many clipping calls. But, hey, this is your chance. You're on the field. Make a play. Stop this Tennessee team and give the ball back to your offense.
Wide open left side of the field. He's going to find his tight end, Justin Sharpless, on the play. And Tennessee's moving the ball down the field here.
If Tennessee comes back in this game, would that break the record for comebacks?
I believe so, yeah, because I think Oregon has the record after that Penn State comeback. And this one was 35-3. So I believe that it would be the biggest comeback.
They haven't scored since the second, right? Pretty sure.
Kentucky scored once this half.
Oh, gotcha.
All right, well, Verdugo's got a big obstacle coming up here. 2 of 11 on 3rd downs, and they're facing a 3rd and long here. Really got to convert, and it's going to be a draw, and it is blown up instantly. Vanderslice is going to lose 4. That was Green.
That's
Play
very...
no Green. And wow.
Yeah, what a great defensive play there. But if you're Tennessee, if you're the fans, you're not happy with that play call. A halfback dive at 3rd and 10. I don't know what they were expecting there.
Yeah, we've seen some sketchy play calls both sides, as we got a return here. 13 yards for Ricky Rack. And let's see what Kentucky can do. Did the coach get on them and maybe fix the discipline issue a little bit? Or are we going to see Kentucky shoot themselves in the foot some more?
Well, as we know, Kentucky's a very good postseason team. I mean, maybe this is something you'll run into during the regular season, but they're going into the offseason, and we know what they can do there. So I think they can get back away from these discipline calls.
It's going to be Cunnington in the shotgun formation, and he's going to get sacked. TJ Cunnington goes down for a loss of 8. David Davis on the sack.
Yeah, David Davis with a big sack there. That's going to be I believe that's number 7 on the season.
We got an update coming in from Twitch as we speak. The Wolverines defense is really coming up big for them today. Michigan cornerback Josh Hess with a pick 6. The Ohio State lead is now dwindled down to 30-25 with 2:15 left in the 3rd. Michigan making a big comeback over there.
Okay, that's a big play for the defense for Michigan. You can really see this kind of stuff gets exciting in a rivalry game. So much at stake there.
But, is that game being played in Ann Arbor, or is it being played in Columbus this year? All right, it's being played in Columbus, so definitely big for Michigan to overcome that big deficit early and turn the momentum in that game. So we got Tennessee trying to do the same thing over here, and Darian Hall is going to kick it off with a 15-yard return.
Yeah, if you're Tennessee, you're still not out of this. You've made a little bit of leeway. You kind of chipped at that lead a little bit, but I think you can still make something happen on this drive.
Verdugo's going to go down, sacked on the play. Loss of 8, and that's not what you want to see as Plano Green comes up with his second of the day.
Yeah, Plano Green, I mean, these tackles, this defensive line can really make or break a team, and you can see it here that they're making some plays late in this game, and these are some very important plays right here that you're seeing out of this defensive line.
It's a pistol set here for the Volunteers. It's going to be Verdugo back to pass, throws it out to the flat. And a good thing that pass was incomplete, because I believe that was going to be a loss of about 2 there. Strange play call.
Yeah, you're hoping for some maybe something down deep here to really pick up this third down.
Verdugo passes to the halfback, Michael Vanderslice. He's going to get 11, but it's not enough for the first down. 4th and 7, and they're going to punt. I mean, I feel like it's late enough in the third where you could go for it in this situation, but if they want to trust their defense, they have been holding pretty strong.
Yeah, these last quarter or so, they've been doing pretty good holding this Kentucky team. But if it was me, I probably would have went for it too.
All right, here we go. Kentucky trying to get back to the way they were before halftime. Offense production slowed down here as Cole Marks gets a little bit of daylight before the Tennessee secondary gets to him. And that's going to be 6 yards gained for a 2nd and 4 now coming up for the Wildcats.
If you keep having little pickups like that, man, you're going to keep getting first downs.
Cunnington back to pass, scanning the field, looks right side, picked up by the Volunteers, going back inside the Kentucky 30. Big turn of events. Tennessee picks up their first turnover of the day. It's Pemberton on the turnover.
Yeah, I would say that was calculated there. Tennessee, I think they knew that they were going to get an interception, but this is a big, big turnover. This is going to change the momentum of the whole game, I think.
Huge momentum shift right there for the Volunteers. Let's see if they can build off of it. Offense has got to get a roll. Verdugo's back to pass, looking out right side, got a man. Matt Cavett again, seen his name pop up a lot today. He's almost at 200 plus yards receiving, and that's a good way to start.
Yeah, and then again, he's getting tackled by the other star that's been playing lights out. Teddy Legend there on the play.
Yeah, 5 tackles, I think 2 deflections and a pick. Teddy Legend has been on his game today. And it's quite the battle that we're seeing between Cavett and Legend. As we got Verdugo, he's going to hand it off here. No, it's a play action, looking right side of the field. And I'm not sure what happened there. It kind of looked like the receiver should have tried to make a play on the ball.
Yeah, I think Verdugo really made a good play there. I think it was the wide receiver that kind of let him down.
So this is going to be a handoff, and in that situation, you have negative rushing yards on the day. 3rd and short, you need the 3rd down conversion. Passing has been your only answer. I can't make sense of a run there. But anyway, it is 42-20 heading into the 4th quarter, and Kentucky's trying to hold on for the win. You are watching the CFSL presented by PX1 Sports on YouTube. We'll be right back. And welcome back here to Lexington, Kentucky. Put up your 4s in chat. Kentucky's trying to hold on to the win. Shotgun formation here for Verdugo. Runs the play clock pretty low there, and a handoff, and 4th down, they go with the run, and you just got to question the play calling right now. Tennessee's had so many shots to get back into this game, but play calling's holding them back.
Yeah, I feel like they could really maybe lock in on their play calling, and they could really make this game closer. But you got to believe, man, they got to have faith in their running back, Vanderslice. Last week, he had 2 touchdowns, 14 carries, and 85 yards. So, I mean, he's not a terrible quarterback, but Kentucky's been playing lights out in the trenches there.
So we got a Twitch update coming in from Columbus, Ohio. Michigan walk-on halfback with a 3-yard touchdown and a 2-point conversion for Michigan as they take the lead 33-30 with just one play now into the fourth quarter. So the Wolverines have clawed their way back, and now they lead the Buckeyes in Columbus. And that's a really good game going on over there on Twitch.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of highlights we're going to see from that one. That seems like a very interesting game over there.
So they're just going to hand this one off to Cole Marks here down the middle for 3. And Kentucky's really got to try to put points up on the board. I mean, their defense is handling Kentucky still, but it'd still be nice, confidence-wise, for Kentucky to get something up here.
Yeah, Kentucky they've been very slow these last coming drives. I mean, you got to give the props to Tennessee there, because this is a high-powered offense. But if you're Tennessee, I feel like you have to feel a little let down after your turnover and these last couple stops you've had. You've had ample opportunity to score time and time again.
Yeah, the lead going into halftime for Kentucky was 42-6. So Tennessee has clawed their way back, but they're clawing too slow. They really got to come up with an answer here, as Cunnington's back to pass, throws it out right side, got a man down inside the 30, actually about to the 31. Deshaun Booker on the reception, and that's what you need if you're Kentucky.
Yeah, it's a great play there for Kentucky to keep the ball moving, and they're going to get a little bit of momentum. We'll see what they can do for the rest of this drive here.
All right, so Kentucky moving the ball here a little bit, looking for their first points this half after putting up 42 in the first. 5 wide here for Cunnington. He's back to pass, looks middle of the field, has a man. Going to be a gain of 14 here for LeMan and Lloyd.
Yeah, LeMan and Lord there with a good play. But you're starting to think maybe this comeback engine isn't doing the best that good for Tennessee. They have gotten a lot of opportunities, like I said before, but we really want to see them capitalize on them.
Handoff here. It's going to be Marks down the middle. And good job there to get off of the block to make that tackle, because if not, that was 6.
Yeah, very impressive run there by Cole Marks. I mean, he's definitely outperforming himself from last week.
5 wide receivers right here, first and goal inside the 5, looking right side of the field, wide open man, Teddy Legend with a 5-yard touchdown, and he adds a touchdown to his impressive performance on the day.
All right, Teddy, you need to calm down, man. He's definitely gonna have to have his name put in the all-purpose player of the week.
2 deflections, 6 tackles, an interception, and now a receiving touchdown for Teddy Legend, really living up to the name right now.
Yeah, I would say that he's been performing lights out for this whole Kentucky team. I mean,
Matt Cavett, he's tried his best to get Tennessee back into it. But the story of the day has to be Verdugo and his inconsistencies. There's times where we've seen him do great. There's other times where we've seen questionable decisions. And you just got to see if you can find some consistency here late.
Yeah, you really need to find something that's going to work here. You've had some success, but you really need to lock it in and go with what works with you.
So Verdugo's going to drop back to pass here. He looks right to the left side of the field, finds Dustin James for 4. And it's a little late to try to throw short little ditch passes to try to get your quarterback confidence. You just got to kind of throw him into the hot water here and hope you can perform. So here goes Verdugo again, throwing deep, and this one is almost picked off. Teddy Legend.
What a great game here by Teddy Legend. Every quarter we've had to say his name. He's been really performing very, very well. But if you're Tennessee, you can't be just throwing it up like that. You need to find the wide open. You need to go through your progressions and find the guy.
So we have the longest rush of the day for Tennessee so far. Vanderslice gets 8, and he is up to only 4 yards on the day. This Kentucky defensive line has been stellar.
Yeah, you really see how good this defensive line is there.
We got a fumble here. Verdugo puts it on the turf. Luckily, one of the offensive linemen was there to scoop it up. Kentucky almost got a huge play right there.
Yeah, this Kentucky defensive line, when are we going to stop talking about them? Probably never. They're that good.
And that counts against their positive rushing yards. So Tennessee's back in the negative. And we'll see if they can try to find an answer here. 2nd and 18, Verdugo back to pass, pressure coming, and that one's just dropped. That one looked like it was intended for Matt Cavett, and Tennessee's got to find an answer here.
Yeah, that's very, very deflated play there. Matt Cavett has been playing very, very well this whole game, and just to have a drop like that is very, it's a bummer.
So they go with the screen on 3rd and long. You hate to see it. He gets it out to Vanderslice before he gets whacked, but they're going to have to punt here, and I think the comeback hopes are gone.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Tennessee, you really let this one slip through your fingers pretty late. You had a great many opportunities to get back in this game, but the inconsistency in play calling kind of didn't do him too many favors.
Yeah, you got 5 minutes left. It's a 5-score ball game at the moment. 4-score if you have add a 2-point conversion. Kentucky's pretty well in control. Good defensive play there, right there, to knock the ball out of the receiver's hands.
I mean, but you can't knock Tennessee for all the effort they've been putting into this game. I mean, they came down as an 18.5 underdog, but they still had some success during this Kentucky team.
Yeah, and if you're a betting man, you're definitely hoping that if you bet on Kentucky covering the spread, that this is going to hold. As Kentucky's driving here, Cunnington has a man in motion, going to have a power option here, and he just gets slung down to the turf aggressively. That's Gray Stevens. Aggressive takedown there by Stevens, and Kentucky's forced to punt. Only 7 points in the second half here, but unless Tennessee can answer extremely quickly, this game's out of reach at the moment. So we got a decent return here, 6 yards by Darian Hall. And what do you want to see from Tennessee right now?
I mean, they have everything you need in an offense to really succeed. We've seen them already succeed against this defense many times. It's just the play. It comes down to the play calling. They have the weapons and they have the talent to move the ball. It's just all about where or what kind of plays they're going to be calling here. But I have faith that they can do something as long as they make the right calls.
Verdugo set up in the offset, and he's just going to toss this as he gets absolutely blasted in the backfield. What a play by the Kentucky defensive line. And outside of legend, the Kentucky defensive line is also putting on a clinic. Pass down the middle. This one's going to Dusty James for a 16-yard gain. 1st and 10 for Tennessee. And moving the ball a little bit here.
Yeah, I feel like they really need a lot more plays like that. I mean, it showcases it right there. They have the ability to make big plays, but they need to get these balls out quick because this defensive line is no joke.
And talking about the defensive line, they go for the screen. Defensive line gets in quick, still gets out to Vanderslice for 6. And with the way that your offensive line's been playing here, a halfback screen is a pretty risky call.
Yeah, I think I would stay away from the screens unless it's like a 1-and-3 situation. I'd probably stay away from those.
And Vanderslice is going to somehow only lose a yard on this. Backwards pass again for Verdugo, and they need to stop these swings. I mean, that was almost, I think, the 5th or 6th times that they've gained negative yards on a passing play.
Yeah, we know already that if they go north and south, they have success. We just need them to go north and south.
And here is another sack. Kentucky keeps piling on. This time, Perry Harrison for his 2nd.
I mean, yeah, you're sitting here running. I think was it a back-to-back screen? Or am I wrong?
Yes, back-to-back.
Yeah, so, I mean, maybe they tried to fool the defense there, like, oh, you won't do it twice. But, I mean, this defense is very capable, and you have to change it up here.
right, well, Kentucky's coming out here just trying to kill the clock and get out of here. They got a huge lead. They're going to give it off to Marks here, who is gone. House call, 56 yards, 55 points, and Kentucky has sealed it.
Yeah, they locked it in. That was a dagger right there from Cole Marks. I mean, it was the first play of the drive. That was kind of that play kind of sums up this whole game. I mean, Tennessee definitely put up a good fight. They definitely had a lot of good opportunities. It's just been a Kentucky game from all the way from the first half until the fourth quarter.
I mean, if you're on the outside looking in, 1-7 is not a good season. But man, what a relief it is for Tennessee to get that win last week. And despite the fact that they're not having a good one here today, Kentucky's a really talented team, and I don't think this one was ever going to go Tennessee's way. But to finish the year with a win, it's not the best, but it is progress for the Bulls and something to look forward to for next year.
Yeah, I mean, they finally got that W they were looking for many seasons. I'm happy that they finally got it. But I'm going to be honest, I truly believe that Tennessee could have won this game. It was just a matter of the play call, really.
Yeah, inconsistencies definitely hurt Tennessee today as they get it out to Tyrone White there on the reception. 3rd and 5 early as they threaten to go 4 and out. And we're looking at 446 yards for Verdugo passing, so not a bad day at all. And we got a halfback screen here that goes for the first down. Vanderslice stiff arms the man. And Verdugo up to 454, so I mean, he's pretty close to the mark he set last week, but just not getting the same result.
He actually went over it by 3 yards. It's just a matter of touchdowns and interceptions. I mean, it comes down to really, like I've been beating a dead horse. It's the playgrounds. It's the lob balls to the outside. It's the third down screens. You really need to hone those back in and actually, because you've had a lot of great success with Matt Cavett downfield. So why stop going to him?
Yeah, there's definitely been a few instances where they didn't give his routes enough time to develop. I saw a few streaks that he was on where they just didn't give him a time to get the step, and Verdugo threw it out of bounds. And speaking of, this is Dusty James for 11 yards. And that's what we wanted to see out of Verdugo today. Nice quick passes and consistency, but just hasn't been the case.
Yeah, I feel like these nice, quick passes can really wear down this good Kentucky defense, and that would have really opened them up in the later game to maybe do more of what they wanted to.
Yeah, as we had a target for Cavett there, but he just sails it out of bounds. So here we go, 2nd and 10 in Kentucky Wildcat territory here, so points are still on the board, and that one is just, that one was deflected to Mora on the deflection there. And 3rd and 10 here. They have not done great on 4th down. Let's see if they can get one for Pride. Back to pass is Verdugo, and he's going to get whacked. And the question is here, do they fight for it and go for it on 4th? No, they give it and punt.
Well, I mean, if you're Tennessee, if it was me, I want to go down swinging. But, I mean, there's been a lot of plays where Kentucky's defensive line or just their blitz was just insane. I mean, you can't put all of the weight for Tennessee on Verdugo, because he's been putting up yardage and he's been doing very well. It really just comes down to maybe the play calling, like I've been saying. But props to Verdugo and this whole Tennessee offense for coming out here and doing the best they could.
So Cole Marks getting another carry there, running it outside for 7. And there's nothing left to see here, but the clock hit 0 as Kentucky winds it down.
Yeah. I mean, I will tell you right now, I was definitely pulling for Tennessee in this one. Kentucky's a very established team. Everybody's excited to see an upset, especially when it's an 18.5 differential. But, I mean, if you're Tennessee, you've got a special team going into the next season. You don't have to hang your hat to hard because you've got a lot of good things to work with next season.
All right, well, that is it. What was your thoughts on tonight's game?
Well, I mean, coming into this game, Tennessee was an 18-point underdog, 18.5 underdog, and we saw a lot that they had a lot of good, downfield plays, and maybe if they would have worked some more underneath stuff with earlier downs, I think that would have helped out a lot. But this running game and this Kentucky defense really showed out what they can do. So, yeah, great pops for both teams here going into the postseason. Good luck, Kentucky.
Yeah, I definitely agree, and that is going to do it. Kentucky's going to win this one. And we would just like to send out a thank you to our executive producer, Mike Peters, and our associate producer, Austin Crow, as well as my broadcast partner, Noah Johnson, for tonight's action. And on behalf of our broadcast crew, I'm Kurt Andrews, and you've been watching the PX1, the CFSL presented by PX1 Sports on YouTube. And we'll see you next time.